Hello guys and good night from Buenos Aires, Argentina. My name is Josh. You might know me from LinkedIn. Lately I've been posting a lot of stuff, sometimes good stuff, sometimes just random stuff about the translation industry. So this is my very first article about an email marketing experiment for freelance translators. And the reason I came up with this, and by the way, sorry for my accent, I'm not an English native person. I'm Venezuelan, so pardon me if at a certain time you don't understand something. And that's why I wrote the most important pieces of advice in the article for you to read in case you don't understand a goddamn thing about what I'm saying. So the email marketing experiment for freelance translators is not the Bible. It might not get you a single email response, but I'm sure it will start making you think, be creative, and do something for your freelance life. So the why, the what, and the how of this strategy. Okay, let's start with the why. Why I came up with this. Okay, sometimes there are days, especially Mondays, where there's no work to do and you sleep or you play video games or you start surfing any and all social media channels. So I saw myself and I said, come on, we need to do something. I started to read some Matt Stanton posts about work to get work if you're not working, if you're not getting enough income. So that's why I came up with this, just to change the habit, just to break the habit, like Linkin Park states. So the what is really simple. This is just an email template with a subject line, which is also a template. And the point of this is to keep you busy when you're not doing anything, and you start like to spread the voice about you, about your services in a smart way, and using a very comprehensive method, and using organized tools like an outreach matrix and the templates I will talk about later. And how is really simple. You will come off with some creativity. You will make an insight about yourself as a professional, which is what do you do, who you are, what can you give to the world, what can you offer to translation agencies and clients. So the how is pretty much about yourself, and this is the most hard part, or the hardest part, because sometimes we just throw out an email, we just work for working, and this is definitely a challenge for us freelance translators. I mean, we need to be accountable of every single thing we do on the internet and for our agencies and clients. And the whole thing is to come out with some sort of personal or professional strategy on your own, using the how, which is using a CV, and a good looking CV, by the way, using creativity, and using some very basic statistics to measure, to assess what have you done from Monday to Friday. Remember that this strategy will be from Monday to Friday, and the idea is that you should send around 20 emails a day, so you come up with 100 emails sent at the end of Friday, so you can come up with a really nice, let's say, a sample number of emails for you to measure. So okay, let's start. Things you'll need. First, you need to define your target, your goals, who you are, what you do. I already said a little bit about this. We'll discuss it later. A good and complete CV, or CVs if you're planning to target several specific niches. and scan certs and documents like your diplomas, your certifications, and your memberships, and whatever the courses you have done to improve your skills. If you're a designer, or if you do a course about financial terminology for translators, and etc, etc, etc. Number 3, a nice subject line and email body that I will provide you. An outreach matrix, which again I will provide you. You need Google Advanced Search, and the most important thing you need is patience. So I kept a really nice thought here, which is keep a TXT file with your educational background, achievements, work experience, CAD tools, and software you work with, language pairs, and rates, years of completion of your education, degrees, etc. This will prove to be really useful, because sometimes when we want to apply to a certain XYZ agency, they will come with, they will tell you something like, hey, we have this vendor management system where you have to create an account and you need to upload a lot of information. And most of the time, and it happened to me, by the way, I didn't have a TXT file with all this information, so I constantly had to go back and forth with the same information, like to start remembering when the year I graduated, the year I started, and what I have done, and these kind of things. So let's get straight to the point. It's been 6 minutes of yada yada, so let's go. First, define yourself. Think about it. What do you do? What have you done? Years of work, years of experience, achievements, and what can you offer? So at the right side of the screen, you will see the second page of my CV, which is more or less an idea. As you can see, it's my experience and education is described by date, month, year, the position, the company, and small description as well. The same goes for education and miscellaneous section, which is publications, because I'm a clinical psychologist, so in the past I've published some scientific papers about my core expertise field. So this is to give you an idea of what can you let's say do with that TXT file, and also to come up with ideas of how you want to lay out, to structure your CV. And do not forget again to keep that TXT file. That will be super important. So let's continue. Now go and do that CV as soon as you know everything about yourself. So that's the hardest thing, especially if you're not a design person, especially if the only CV you've done in your life is a simple format Word document. So in the article you will find a really nice post from Franco Nardifisore. He's a product analyst of despegar.com, and he provided the LinkedIn community with a really nice sketch of a CV that you can do in a completely free platform called Figma. So down in the article you will find all the links you need. So go and do the CV. There are no excuses. The design is done. He has a video tutorial, and I think it has subtitles. So if you don't speak Spanish, don't worry, the subtitles will help you. Okay, as soon as we have the CV done, we need to start creating our subject line and our email. So your offer to the world in short. So let's get started. Let's go to the article. This is the document I created for you. It's in the article, the Express Email Marketing Experiments for Freelance Translators, subject line, email body. So remember that this is what you will send to all the agencies. So the most important thing that we need to think about is how's the subject line going to be. So in this case, the template states your name. It is important to add a human touch to your subject line. Your name will do the job. If you want, feel free to add your surname too. You can add an emoji, please industry related, and if you want to stand out a little bit in the inbox list, for instance, a call message, a word, a keyword, whatever. Your language pairs, feel free to use the format of your choice. I know you guys use several types of ways to describe your language pairs, so feel free to use them most convenient. And the main topic 1, 2, 3, your 3 pillars. So the HR PM needs to know what are your core specialties. Add them in order. Keep in mind that depending on what are you applying for, you might change the order, so the most important one is placed first. So as soon as we have the subject line, let's go with the email body. Let's say, hi, you put the name of the organization or the name of the human resources manager or the project manager. I am, let's say, Josh. I am, let's say, a English to Spanish translator and translate from English to European and Latin American Spanish. This is an example of how you can describe what you do. And by the way, if you offer DTP or subtitling services or SEO services, change that line accordingly. So now comes the punchline. If you're talking about a fact, which is an human resource manager from a translation agency have dozens and dozens of emails every single day. So let's say this a punch hard line to be considerate, like you understand their work, and this, to my best knowledge, proved to be a really nice addition to the email body. Next, thus, I just wanted to let you know that I'm currently available to take new projects from Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. GMT -3. So let's see the comments. So far, we have provided our name, services and language pairs, main subjects, and now it's time to let them know about your availability and your time zone. Next, in addition, it is okay if your onboarding process requires a test. We can discuss the best time to take it and move forward to working together. And as I posted in the comment, you may want to delete this 2-line paragraph or keep it. This is a way to express that you're okay to be tested and that you're open to undertaking any onboarding process. Last, and this is really important, my CV attached will provide you with a good overview of my main translation subjects, rates, work experience, educational background, and software skills. Since you don't want to extend any longer, because the email already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs, 6 with this, and since you have provided enough information for them to decide to ignore you or not, simply state that your CV has extra information in case they want to proceed with you. And this is my favorite one. Take leverage of the power of professional profiles and platforms such as Market, Pros, Translators Cafe, and Upwork to end your mail and let agencies know about your achievements, client recommendations, and that you care about your online presence. So let's see the example. You can also check out my Market portfolio here, where it's hyperlinked, where you will see my latest reviews from Ukrainian, North American, Canadian, Latin American, and Russian agencies. Do not hesitate to reach me if you have questions or need further detail. This is a polite close. It's up to you what to say. Kindly. I'm a lover of the kindly phrase, by the way. I think it really embodies a tremendous human essence, so feel free to use regards, best, it's up to you. And the HTML signature that we will discuss in some minutes. Very good, you already have your subject line and your email. Okay, let's continue. Now, let's start doing the groundwork. Google Advanced Search, technology at our service. Why do you need Google Advanced Search? Okay. Every and all translation agency that care for their online presence on search engines will work on keywords. I mean, their websites will be, their on-page optimization will be based on keywords. So keywords are the things that we search every single day when we use Google. So the translation agencies are not an exception. But let's say that you don't want to just search for translation agencies, but you want to search for specific translation agencies. Let's say, for example, that you have a great experience last month with a Croatian translation agency and you want to target Croatian agencies using like a service pitch, taking leverage of the nice experience you had last month. So how can you filter Google results to only show you those translation agencies based on Croatia? That's really simple. We just need to use the most common keyword in the translation industry, and it's translation agency. Really simple. We click and enter, we go to settings or configuración if it's español, and you go to advanced search. Then you change the language to English or whatever, that depends on the language you want to search, and you just select the country. This example was China. Alright, let's make the exercise. Let's go to Google. Let's go to google.com. Perfect. Let's see, we want to target translation agencies in, let's say Poland. Let's say translation agency. Again, this must have a purpose. If you're searching for translation agencies in Poland, that's because you have a reason to do it, which is like the example I gave you. You work for a Poland translation agency the last year with plus 1,000 words or something like that, and it was amazing. I don't know. It's up to you. But it has to have a purpose. So you go to settings, you go to advanced search, you scroll down a little bit, you go to language. In this case, we will do the search. We want to see search results in English, and the region will say Poland. Let's look. Poland, and there it is. Okay. The last update, that's really important. Try to say past year. You don't want to work with an agency that has an outdated website, because if they have an outdated website, that talks a lot about their processes, okay, about their investment, about their income. So you don't want to mess out with that kind of agency. So let's click on advanced search, and voila. Translation agency, professional translation services, Engels, Poland. Okay, let's open that. Enkel languages, professional translation agencies, cool. Translation agency management, translation experts.eu. Alright, and context. Okay, let's open those 4. Let's go to the first one. Alright, Engo's Translation Agency. Okay, the website looks really good. Let's say the structure, voiceover services, certified translations, website, blah 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 blah. Okay, they have a number. Okay, why I'm telling you this? Why I'm showing you this? Sorry, because there are agencies that are just complete scammers. They're fakers. So you don't want to contact these kind of agencies. You don't want to waste that precious email in those agencies. So what you want to know is, number one, if they have a blog, if they have an updated blog. Sometimes they might not have it updated. That's okay. And look if they have social media channels. For instance, they have a LinkedIn channel, they have a Facebook channel. Page not found. Come on, let's say Facebook. Okay, they have an address. Okay, they have it's updated August 3. That's cool. Alright, so we know we can trust a certain way this agency. Okay, let's see their website. Okay, about us, reference, blog, contact us. There's no a thing called careers or jobs or vacancies. So let's go to contact us. To get a personalized and accurate call, blah blah blah. No. We invite you to our office from Monday to Friday. Let's see if there's something about contact form. This seems to be for clients exclusively. Alright, no, apparently there's anything for freelance translators. So okay, let's say that it will be enough with this email. So okay, let's just keep it there. Let's go to the next one. Enkel Professional. Oh my god, I don't know Poland. So Enkel Language can help you connect you. A really simple layout. Copyright 2018. Okay, translate your services, industry, or clients about us. Oh, there's a typo. Contact us. I don't know. It's very simple. I would not. Oh well, they have a face. Okay, this is important. If they show their faces, you might trust in them. Okay, you might give them a try. Just send that email. If they're convenient to you, of course. And okay, Enkel. Alright, seems like there's not an email anywhere. So Martha, Translators, Industries. No, seems like there's no contact information, just a phone number. Yes, just a phone number. Now, in this case, we don't want to talk with anyone. We just want to send emails. So in this case, Enkel, it's not going to work. Let's go to the next one. Apparently, their host is down, so let's close it. Okay, contest translations. Yeah, they have certification, ISO. That's really nice. Experience, satisfactory service, offer, DTP. Okay, they're really complete. They're really comprehensive. So let's go to contact. There's not such a thing as jobs apparently. Let's see. If you're interested in collaboration with us, please download the application form or the application for translation agencies, fill it in carefully, and email back to us at partners@contest.pl. This is when the TXT file I talked about previously enters in the game. The application form, I'm completely sure that it has a lot of information about where do you study and when and what are your achievements, etc., etc. So let's say Yes, exactly. You will come across with this kind of application form, so make sure to have all the information at hand so you don't spend like 20 minutes just filling a form when you have to send 20 emails. So okay, let's close it. Perfect. All right, now let's say we have these two. Okay, where are you going to place the contact information? All right, let's go back here and let's go to outreach matrix. Here it is. The outreach matrix will help you to organize your email marketing effort. So for instance, let's go back here. We have angles. We just start copying the link. Let's say this is the website, agency name, that call angles, their email, the email contact is angles@angles.com.pl. That's the email. Contact person, seems like there's not a contact person, so in this case you will address them like Angos team or Angos translation agency team, whatever you want. Let's say you send the email today and the status is no response yet. Okay. The good thing about this matrix is that you can set the status if you were on board or not. Let's say they reply to you, but they did not onboard you, so you say no, let's say. So in consequence, you did not receive price. Let's say that, let's go back here. The contest translations, actually, you send an email today, they reply, they onboarded you actually, and you receive price. Wonderful. That's a really, really nice outcome. But there are times where they reply to you, they onboarded you, but they suddenly forgotten you. So there's a really nice note here that says, if an agency that used to provide you with a stable work income suddenly disappears, you can follow up with your PM to learn what's going on. These are tips, like tips I'm just sending in to help you out in any case. So let's say contest, let's say the email at partners@contest.pl. Okay, perfect. So it would be something like at contest.pl. Seems like there's no contact person. It's okay. It's completely fine. Maybe you want to visit the About Us. The About Us section, the career opportunity section is also good, and perhaps they have a team description, so perhaps there's someone called Peter, the human resources manager, so you go here and you say, okay, there's a guy called Peter, he's the human resources manager, so I will address the email like, hi Peter, or something like that, so it's more personal and you increase your chances of getting on board or at least reply to. Okay, email signature. I think it's about time to finish our video. I think it's already 45 minutes. Jesus Christ, I really need to learn how to do these kind of videos to make them shorter. Alright, email signature. Care about yourself and they will be interested. So this is the example of my current signature. Yours can be completely different. So in the article, this is the draft. I'm giving you the top 3 field email marketing signature platforms. The one from Hotspot, this one, the one from my signature, and the quickly and loved Y stamp, when you can just create your signature really fast, and it's really good. You just need to copy and paste the HTML format in your email body. However, I'm sure that most of you don't know how to place an email signature. That's why in the article, if you don't know how to embed your email signature, watch these cool tutorials. There's one for English, there's one for Spanish, no matter if you use Outlook, Thunderbird, Gmail, anything. It will help you out to embed that email signature. So, okay. Let's make an experiment right now, okay? Let's say, okay, let's send an email. I use Thunderbird. It's really amazing. It's from Mozilla. I highly recommend it. So, okay. Let's say, where is the outreach matrix? Okay, here it is. Angos contest. Oh, wow. That's it. All right. Let's go with Angos. Let's just open it. Let's say we want to content them. So, okay. Let's copy this. Or just copy right here. Come on. To Angos at angos.com.pl. Alright, subject line. Let's go to our template. Let's copy this. Alright. Your name. Okay, let's say Josh. And let's say language pair, English to Latin American, Spanish translator, something like that. And you put something like main topic. In my case is psychology and education, because I'm a trained college teacher, and marketing because of my experience. Perfect. The subject line looks really good. It tells the PM or the human resources manager what do you do in the subject line, English to Latin American, Spanish translator. Okay, then the guy is called Josh. Perfect. If you want to get creative, you can use one of these emojis. Let's go for, let's say the world. Okay. Just to decorate it a little bit, like something like that. Okay? Just to be different in some way. Okay, email body, hi, blah, 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 blah. Perfect, kindly. There you go. Let's just paste it. Perfect. Hi, da, 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 da. In this case is hi, Angos team, or Angos Translation Agency team, but in this case is better Angos team. I'm Josh. I am a English to Spanish Latin American Spanish translator, something like that, or you just can say something like I'm a technical translator and localization expert. I translate for English to European and Latin American Spanish. As a HRPM, I know your inbox is crowded with hundreds of emails from translators across the globe. In addition, is okay. We already discussed this. Do not hesitate to reach me if you have further questions. Okay, you attach the email. It's right here. There it is. The weight is less than 1 megabyte, so it's cool. Kindly and email signature, so you have another links to your profile. In this case, it's my LinkedIn profile, and also an about me website, which is called Try to Josh, my mobile number, where I live in Buenos Aires, and etc., etc. So, well, it's good. Okay, let's just send it. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's just send the email. Okay. So that's how it's done. You mark it that you send it to, that you send the email today. Say no response yet. So it's something like that. So that's the way it works. there it is, and goes. Perfect. So we already discussed the free email signature platforms. We already discussed the subject line, the body template. We have an outreach matrix. Perfect. Now, what's the next thing you need to do? Simply execute and come back with your results. These are my results. From July to August, I sent 100 emails and got 10 replies, which is 10% response rate. There's a graphic. Now, I would like to share with you some of the emails I received, and let's analyze them real quickly. Okay, what answers did I receive? For one, hi Joshua, thank you for your very nice CVJ. Okay, thank you very much. So now you see the importance of having a nice looking CV. Where there it is. I only work with agencies who deal with translators, revisers, and QA people. Therefore, and send your CV to Nancy. In this case, recommended to two Spanish agencies. I really appreciate it, Nancy. Thank you very much. And she said, I hope it's fine for you. Of course it is. Thank you very much. There's another one. Dear Joshua, thank you for contacting. This was a Russian agency, I think, and sending us your CV. We have added your CV to our database, and we'll keep you in mind in case of extra needs in Latin American Spanish translator. We're looking forward to possible cooperation in the near future, and this actually through because later another PM contacted me and said she was on a vacation until August 12th, and that there is a huge project that they're discussing right now, and they will contact me again to work with them. There's another one. Thank you very much for your time. Unfortunately, at the moment, we're not ready to make you an offer. Your resume will be stored. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, thank you very much. There's another one. Dear Joshua, thank you for your attention to our company. Actually, I think your email was one of the nicest I got from Translators. And this really brightened up my day because it was like, okay, the CV actually works, and it seems like the subject line works and the email body too. I looked through your CV and found it interesting. Thank you very much. But at the moment, we don't have any projects in English-Spanish language pair. Nevertheless, I'll save your contacts in case we have anything in the future. Alright. So clearly, they talk about a lot about the CV. They really like it, and one of the key factors here is to rename your CV file, your PDF, to your name, your language pair, and your 3 core specialties in a abbreviated form, in a really short form. So the next time they look out for you, they already have your file, so they don't get confused and message another translator. So that's why it's important to put it like Joshua N2S, Sci, Marketing, Edu, something like that, so they know who you are. These 2 emails are really interesting. Let's check them out. Dear Joshua, many thanks for your interest in Translation Company. Although we're interested to have you in our team, I must admit that unfortunately your initially offered rate exceeds our budget. Therefore, would you agree on a rate provided by us due to your budget? Please see below my offer and let me know your thoughts on this. Let's send the rates. I agree on the rates, and we're friends now. I think we'll start working this week. So nice one there. Next, hello, I have a task for you. These people send me work immediately, and I was like, what? It was a really strange request, and that's why I really emphasize on the fact that you really need to be careful who you're contacting. Okay, the email is not very professional, and you have some, like, the structure is not right, there's an uppercase missing there. The client asked me where's the uppercase, the T. So you gotta be careful. And I actually did the task. It was super easy. I think I charged like $10 for that. It was super fast and really straightforward. They haven't paid me yet, and that's why you have to be real careful about this. Okay, so what do you think? What are your thoughts? And that's why I put some final questions. Am I charging too much? Is my focus nonsense? Because I targeted Russian agencies because on December, January, and February, I worked with around 4 to 5 different translation agencies located in Ukraine, Russia, and Latvia. So I thought that taking leverage of the reviews they gave me on SmartCat, I could somehow take leverage of this situation and perhaps get some additional work from these agencies, from these Russian, Latvian, Ukrainian agencies. Perhaps the English to Spanish language pair is overcrowded. There's a lot of offer in this language pair, and perhaps that's why I did not get more emails. Perhaps the subject line was nice but not the email body. Maybe my core specialties are more feasible through DZA, which is direct client acquisition. Maybe, perhaps. That's why it always depends on who you are and what can you offer. In my case, I'm a psychologist, so it might not be the everyday task of most translation agencies to deal with psychological stuff. This is more an academical subject, and it's more related to schools, to departments of education, to deal with children development and teenager development and this kind of thing. So probably I really need to rethink about this and come up with some sort of direct client acquisition idea. And of course I will share it with you guys. So some final information: I'm Joshua. I'm an English to Spanish translator. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in clinical psychology. I have a diploma in college teaching, and I'm an SEO specialist and digital marketing enthusiast. I really love SmartCat, MemSource, and MakeCat. I really think that these free CAT tools are making a huge difference in the market. Of course, Translators, ARM, and MemeQ are amazing CAT tools, but I think that free solutions are always welcome. And okay, that's everything. If you have questions, if you have comments, I know this is probably the longest video you will ever see on LinkedIn. I'm really sorry about it, and I will try to make some notes on the YouTube video to hyperlink you to the most important parts, so you don't have to listen to me the whole time. So thank you very much for listening, and stay tuned because I might be coming up with a direct client acquisition strategy and maybe a flash out and polish email marketing strategy for freelance translator. Thank you very much, and see you next time.